The real reason Hollywood stops casting Dylan Sprouse. Dylan Sprouse used to be one of the most popular Disney stars of all time, alongside his twin brother Cole. These days, he's so far off the Hollywood radar that he might as well be in the Bermuda Triangle. While Cole's career keeps going from strength to strength, it looks like Dylan is struggling to stay relevant. From busboy jobs to blackface controversy, let's take a look at the real reason Hollywood stops casting Dylan Sprouse. Before we begin, make sure to subscribe to our channel for more amazing videos about your favorite movies and TV shows. Controversial opinions. Child stars often have a tough time transitioning into the world of real TV and film, but Dylan never really helped himself. There were numerous reports that he failed to show up to castings arranged by his agent, and what's more, he's not one to keep his opinions to himself. In May of last year, Sprouse ruffled some feathers when he called Marvel memes unfunny on Twitter. It might seem like a throwaway comment, but the fans were miffed, and movie execs didn't like it either. Memes do well to keep the numerous superhero franchises fresh in the mind of the customer, so Sprouse taking a swipe at them didn't really go down well. It's unlikely he'll get a call to be in the next big movie, let's just say that. Plus, with his laissez-faire attitude to acting these days, it's not like he'd even show up to the casting anyway. He's not his brother. Unfortunately for Dylan Sprouse, what made his career is also ending it. He started out starring in The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody alongside his twin brother Cole. While the twin thing worked for them both at the start, it's now the thing that's killing Dylan's career more than anything else. Unless you've been living under a rock, you'll know that Cole has become the raven-haired anti-hero in the Netflix show Riverdale, thus stealing the hearts and admiration of teen girls everywhere. What's more, his relationship with his co-star Lily Reinhart has fans across the world shipping him from here to Kingdom Come. That's a tough act to follow. Cole has had movie offers and is doing well, but it's at the detriment of Dylan. What movie producer wants to hire somebody who looks exactly like a big star of the moment, but isn't a big star of the moment? Let's just hope it's not causing any problems between the two brothers. His social media habits are weird AF. When you're casting for a movie, it's important to think about the big picture. If an actor is talented, then that's pretty important, but what about how well liked they are? We all know this is a massive factor these days, especially with what's going on with Kevin Spacey. If you don't have a solid fan base and a great social media presence, then it's frankly a little off-putting. The movie business is all about appearances and promotions, and Dylan isn't about to get down with any of that. Despite having 6.4 million followers on Instagram, the star has this habit of uploading pictures and deleting them a few days after. At the time of writing, the actor has 9 posts, all of which create one bigger picture of a cartoon-drawn living room with a picture of himself and his girlfriend Barbara Palvin on the TV. So many followers, such little content, no movie offers whatsoever. He's too hipster. A few years ago, we might have all fallen for Dylan's hipster chick aesthetic, but these days we're all over that and onto brighter and better things. The twins spent a lot of time out of the spotlight while his brother was hogging it all. Instead of pursuing acting leads, he spent 7 years going back to school to get a degree in video game engineering. Okay, cool, we all love a gamer 3, but now he's just opened a micromeadery? Honestly, we can smell the skinny jeans and clear-rimmed glasses from here. Billed as an all-American, locally sourced, and heathen-owned micromeadery and bar, All Wise Meadery opened in trendy Brooklyn, aka home of the hipster, last year. We're all for actors pursuing other outlets, but let's face it, Dylan looks a little bit like a walking cliche at this point, and the only part he could get is in a parody cameo in The Simpsons. Cole won't work with him. When your own brother won't work with you, you know it's bad news. Interestingly, Dylan's twin could have likely put in a good word for him with the producers of Riverdale, as there is a character in the original Archie comics called Souphead. But Cole himself admitted in an interview with Glamour magazine that he would never do it. He said, "I wouldn't want it. A lot of my fans from The Sweet Life would come up and say, this would be fun, but I think it would be silly. It would be super weird and totally not appropriate. I wouldn't want to either. People want to see us on screen together, and that's fine. That's flattering, I guess. But if it's going to destroy the kind of worlds that we've built on Riverdale, then no." do we detect a hint of sibling rivalry? Wouldn't it be crazy if Cole was the one blackballing Dylan out of Hollywood? We'll let you stew on that one for a moment. A very public affair. Before Sprouse hooked up with Victoria's Secret's model Barbara Palvin, he dated international model and lifestyle blogger Dana Frazier. The two hit the headlines when they split in 2017 because of Dylan's alleged infidelity. Frazier took to Instagram to upload a picture of herself crying with the caption, "When you find out your BF cheated on you, lol." Dana also did the standard post-breakup thing and deleted all the pictures of Sprouse from her timeline. Dylan took to Twitter to hit back at his former flame and defend himself, saying, "I will say this and only this, by adhering to an assumption based on limited information. You neglect the complicated nature of this issue. The truth always has two sides, and those sides have motivations, and those motivations, despite how cloudy they currently seem, are private." Bad publicity is better than no publicity, we guess, but does anyone really want that kind of shadow cast over their production? Yet another reason why the producers stopped calling. Blackface controversy. Their breakup wasn't the only thing that caused controversy. Dylan came under fire in 2017 when he uploaded a picture of Dana that was edited to make her look African American with the caption, "My African Queen." It wasn't the first time he made insensitive racial jibes either, having posted another picture of his then-girlfriend weeks prior that stirred the pot. In the snap, Dana wore a headscarf with the caption, "The Ashanti to my Ja Rule." Just for the record, neither party has African American heritage. Fans hated him for it and an uproar ensued, with one particularly mad user writing, "A has-been who is resorting to tacky Instagram posts for buzz because he's been out of work since flip phones were still acceptable. I'm disappointed." Whoo! Someone call the fire department because that was a burn! We all know how inappropriate things like this are, especially when you've got millions of followers. The 2016 tweet incident. Both of the brothers are responsible for this one, but unfortunately for Dylan, he got the brunt of the blame. After having a few too many, Dylan tweeted out why there wasn't a business where he could rent a certain type of adult toy. Goodbye credibility. Cole then sent a tweet out telling people that their grandma used to put his brother on a baby leash, but that he himself never needed it. Dylan's response? "I never needed it, I wanted it. Fetishes develop at a young age." Bearing in mind that these two were squeaky clean and had an image that Disney manufactured, let's just say it came as a shock to fans. His attitude stinks. It's only natural that interviewers will want to know why Dylan has practically disappeared from Hollywood altogether, but it's clearly a sensitive subject for the lesser-paid brother. The pair has been known to have a little bit of a toot in the past, but now they've gone their separate ways, Dylan's has magnified. In a lengthy Instagram post, Sprouse went in on the press he had to deal with that day, saying, "What am I doing now? Am I not doing anything? It's a weird thing to be asked, what are you doing now? Normally I wouldn't think twice, but it happens 4 times today. I really want to say nothing. I want to say, I'm enjoying myself by relaxing, traveling, consuming media, and continuing to learn, but the truth is, unless I'm doing something bigger and better than what I've previously done, people deem it regressive." Can you imagine dealing with that sort of temper on a daily basis? Better just cast Alex Wolff instead. He's in the food industry. And no, we're not just talking about his bar. Just over 3 years ago, pictures emerged of Dylan working at a Manhattan restaurant. When we say working, we mean really working, like how a waiter does. Hardly something you'd expect from young, hot Hollywood, is it? It prompted fans to speculate that the star has managed to go broke despite earning enough in his Disney days to set himself up for life. Dylan did defend himself by releasing a statement on Tumblr that read, "To clear the air, I did not take this job because I lost all my money. I am financially secure and took this job as a way to primarily feed my overly bountiful video game addiction." He went on to say that the role had allowed him to try something new and get out of the house as that's where he felt most comfortable. The star might not have understood all the hullabaloo, but there's that famous attitude rearing its head again. Maybe instead of "what's my line," it's "can I take your order?" Thank you very much for watching today's video. Make sure to subscribe to our channel for more amazing content, and don't forget to check out one of the other 2 videos on your screen. Catch you next time.